If you're following Marilyn Manson, you probably know he's been accused by quite a few women of abuse and some other things that seem slightly unbelievable, by the way, but abuse and some other things. And right here, we've got a tweet from the Manson cases who's doing a great job following it about Ashely Smithline, who is one of the main accusers. She's been on TV, I think The View, I think a couple other shows like that, and it seems Manson's attorney cannot get a hold of her, so that means they might have to dismiss her case. So a tweet here by the Manson cases says, new motion to dismiss Ashely Morgan Smithline's lawsuit against Marilyn Manson, with Marilyn Manson's attorney unable to reach her to include an address she is not living at. So that is pretty sketchy to me. She can't even keep in contact with the attorney. When I saw her on TV, I just did not really get convinced. She seemed understandably nervous, but her language was so vague. It could have been pretty much anybody. Anybody who had a prep talk, who wanted to go on, say things about Manson. Honestly, I probably could have done a better job. And it continues. Manson's legal team submits a motion for the judge to dismiss the case without prejudice. Since Smithline did miss her December 5th deadline to notify the court, it's likely to occur. And that's another thing. She's missing these court dates, making excuses, says she has all these emergencies. She just does not seem like an honest, reliable person. That's not an opinion. Her actions show that for her. The court date is today at 1:30 p.m., so the lawsuit might be dismissed as soon as today. Plaintiff has taken no steps to prosecute this action since the court granted Ellwager's motion to withdraw and has failed to comply with the December 5th, 2022 deadline imposed by this court. The factors weigh in favor of defendants, and so the court should dismiss this action without prejudice. In addition, as part of the attorney withdrawal, her former attorney had to provide her contact info, and according to this new filing, they may have never been able to contact her. In attempting to contact her, they were informed her home address was not her address. Counsel for defendants attempted to contact plaintiff multiple times at the address provided by her former counsel to discuss the litigation and this motion pursuant to Local Rule 7-3. Counsel for defendants were never able to reach plaintiff and were ultimately informed she was not located at that address. Seems pretty fishy to me. Pretty fishy, and the market with it. Sent in DM to Smithline. Would you like to go on record on why you're telling several followers to the case you're working with Howard King when you're not? Would you like to go on the record as to why anti-Manson people are posting your private DMs on Twitter saying otherwise? So it looks like we don't have news yet if the case was actually dropped. That will come, and I'll cover it when it does. And of course, a few people talking about this post, everything should be dropped, it's all bull, you get a heart, shadiness. This woman is an absolute mess, bit off way more than she can chew, thanks no doubt to dodgy morals and goblin persuasion. And Lisa here's got a bunch of eyes. So what's the point? The point is this. When you look at these accusers, you don't find competent, hardworking, well-composed people. You see people who are throwing these stories out there, dodging court dates. They've got evidence against them in certain cases. So that's why, for me, I've got to see actual tangible evidence, like the audio Johnny had, like the photos Johnny had, to believe them. Obviously, I believe Depp because the evidence was there, and that was the number one thing. So, if Evan Rachel Wood, Smithline, Esme Bianco supports their claims with any kind of evidence, medical report, police report, photos, audio, okay, I'm listening, I'll cover it. But what I'm hearing is this sketchiness from their side of the aisle. Let me know what you think down below. And of course, check out the Manson cases. Doing a great job, helping me out a lot. Thank you so much. And if you're not subscribed here, consider it. And if you don't consider it, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.